Hello, Taurus, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Need a Healing. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So today we are going to do your monthly reading for the month of July 2026 for all Taurians, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We just want to thank the gods and goddesses, angels and archangels for all their love, guidance, and their blessings, and to please give us clear, accurate, easy to understand answers today. All right, so we are going to start with my tea leaves. We're just going to pull a couple tea leaves out of here. Oh, you got one for November. So something big is probably going to happen this November for you. That could be a big month. You got a couple months from now until then. Holiday season. Those are my favorite seasons. It's the fall season. Well, misunderstanding. So somebody could be having a misunderstanding with you, or you could have a misunderstanding with other people, friends, coworkers, family members. There's just maybe you've put a wall up, or maybe they have, or they will for the month of July, or you will. Funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Well, things are getting funneled out, right? Maybe just, taking out all the bad and keeping the good. But you're learning from those past experiences, right? You're learning not to do the things that weren't working before again, right? Can't keep doing the same thing, expecting something different to happen. Now we got my what's the tea? So somebody's fishing for comments. Somebody's watching you on your platforms. Or maybe they're trying to figure out who you are, or they're trying to get some information out of you. Wow, jackpot, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Wow, you could win the jackpot. Play the lotto. You could win big. Forcer, forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. Be very careful. Always have people around you, especially if you're new to dating and you don't know these people. Take them to a well-lit, well-populated place, or bring some friends along. Just be careful. All right, moving on. Moonology. Thank you, Spirit. Stay in integrity, yes. Be smart about things. Be smart. You gotta outsmart people sometimes, or be 10 steps ahead of them. Okay? Moon shining. All right. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. Oh, you may need to find a mentor this month, or take a couple of classes. You may even pick up a book and start reading and have some kind of aha moment where you're like, oh my gosh, now I get it. Now I finally get it. Maybe you've read the book before and you didn't understand it before because it wasn't time, but you understand it now. Or go back to school, if there's something that you want to do. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Yes. Listen to your gut. Listen to yourself. Sometimes we get little niches or little signs or little, pauses. Listen to those pauses. Listen to the whispers. Because, your higher self doesn't scream at you, and it's not loud. It's a whisper. And you almost have to be in silence to listen, right? So listen to your gut. All right, so now we will begin with your tarot. All right, so what is in store for my Taurians for the month of July? Oh, you look at that. You got the moon again. Jeez. It's really talking about your intuition. All right, I'm just going to pull all these out and then we'll go over all the cards together. Okay, and I'll probably pull clarifiers as we go along. So, wow, look at that, you guys. The moon, the moon. If they're not trying to tell you something, I don't know what they're trying to do. The moon is all about synchronicities, right? Or illusions. But yes, it is about your intuition. Secrets could be revealed at this time, or you could just find out information about certain people, certain friends or family members or coworkers or your job, you know, and you could end up finding out things that you might not like. Things that were done in the dark are coming into the light, right? We just had a full moon a couple days ago where the night sky was illuminated, right? Where you can see. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. Yeah, those are the truths being revealed. But let go of your fear as well, right? There's no need to be afraid. All right, why is the moon there in the situation position for Taurus? Thank you. Oh, and we got Page of Swords. And it's just a little guy. He's running with a pair of scissors. With the Page of Swords, this is about having some kind of new perspective or learning something new or new ideas, right? Being completely honest with yourself, but like observing everything that's happening. So maybe you've just been observing from a distance, right? Maybe you've just been watching people. And maybe you've just been seeing how people act or how they are. And you're kind of maybe seeing how people really are, you know, beneath the skin. You can see their true self, or you know who they are, right? You may need to cut some people out of your life. I mean, he's running with scissors here. He's about to cut something. You may need to cut immature people out of your life that are no longer, you know, working for you, or you're no longer like vibrating, or there's miscommunication there, right? With the miscommunication. In the challenge position, we've got the Three of Cups. Normally, when I look at the Three of Cups, you know, it makes me feel like, you know, you're going to go out and make some new friends or meet some new people or, you know, celebrate or whatever. But it's in the challenge position, right? So it's kind of like it's reversed. So maybe lately you haven't been wanting to go out, or you haven't been really wanting to do things with other people. Maybe you've just been feeling kind of like a hermit, you know, kind of like you just want to be secluded, or you don't, you know, you're not in a celebratory mood, or you just haven't been feeling it. Or you won't be, you know, this is how you could be feeling in the month of July, but or you could have been feeling like this in June or May, or, you know, the past couple months. But I do feel like it is going to turn back into the upright position again, where you will be celebrating, you know, certain milestones, or, you know, going to graduations or open houses or weddings, you know, or be invited to, you know, bonfires or parties or whatever, and you'll be getting out there. And you may not want to at first, but then once you do, you'll probably meet some new people and make some new friends. News worth celebrating, joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancies, or graduation. A time for gratitude, close communities, or chosen families. Yeah, family doesn't have to be blood, right? Can make some new friends, and they could feel like family. All right, Spirit, what else for the Three of Cups? Why is the Three of Cups there in the challenge? These are all trying to fall out of my hands. All right. Three of Cups. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, yeah, we got the Four of Cups here. And with the Four of Cups, she's like, oh, I don't know if I want that. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. I'm not sure if I want to take that from you. I'm not sure. Yeah, be careful. Like I said, be careful, because this is bringing to mind this forcer that's like trying to give you a drink or something. Be careful, just because like, oh, that just, I don't even want to say it, but a lot of people do, try to spike drinks. So if anybody tries to give you a drink while you're out at the bar, please be careful. Okay? Because this is just showing me like, oh no, I don't want that, right? I don't want to take that. I'm not sure. Yeah, you guys, because look, I mean, in the recent past, there's this is like the Five of Swords. So this is like people you can't trust people. This is untrustworthy people. People that just like to, lie, steal, and cheat and manipulate. Yeah, be careful. Let me read this. An unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. Yeah, red flags. Be careful with the red flags. Watch out for those. And if you're not paying attention because you're like, you have beer goggles or something, listen to your friends, please. Thank you. Oh, wow. Wow. I can't make this stuff up, you guys. Look at this. The Devil with the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody that's like trying to force their way in, trying to force things on you, trying to tempt you with stuff. Yeah, look at that. The Devil just trying to tempt you. Like, no, thank you. Oop, that just fell. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, because it's a cake with horns. Yeah, because this is all about temptations. Somebody trying to tempt you, bring you in, control, hold you down, keep you back, tie you down, chain you up. You may need to break free from this person, cut them out, right? It could be time. I feel like in the meantime, or like in the middle of July, you'll be more careful about your time and your energy and your effort and your finances, which you should be. You need to be careful. But don't hold on too tightly to it, because you do have to have that flow energy, right? That feng shui. You can't hold on too tightly, and you can't spend too much. You can't give away all your energy and time and effort and finances away, because then you're going to be depleted and left with nothing, right? So you have to keep a balance, right? Managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give your money, I'm sorry, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions. Right. Smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, being charitable. Okay. I mean, if you got it, sure. You can be charitable. All right. Four of Pentacles in the present situation. Why is that there, Spirit? Show me clearly. Six of Cups. Yeah. Oh, yes. I like that. Six of Cups is nostalgia, right? It normally is. It normally represents nostalgia to me. Or like reunions or open-heartedness or generosity or healing or joy. You know, children or childlike behavior or, you know, just feeling like a child again. But honestly, when I see it with this card and when I've been seeing all these other cards here, it's making me feel like somebody from the past is going to try to come back into your life in the month of July. And you're going to need to be careful with that, right? You may need to put up a wall. You may need to put up boundaries if you're not, you know, wanting to go backwards, you know, and get back into this person's life from the past. So yeah, I do feel like you're going to have some boundaries up, or you need to have some boundaries up if this person decides to try to come back or try to force their way back into your life again, right? In the end, in the near future or the end of July, right? Because, you know, this is the last card, the outcome card, basically the end of July. You're going to go through some huge transformations. So things are changing. Your life is changing, right? But it's like, obstacles are being removed so the path can be cleared and be open for new opportunities to come in or new doors to be open, right? It's like you can't get to the other side of the path when you have a pile of junk in the middle of the road. Like you have to climb over the pile of junk, right? So all that junk needs to be removed out of your path. So things are going to be taken out of your life, like people or jobs or places you may need to move, you know, in order for you to be on the path that you're supposed to be on. So you can do what you're supposed to do so these new opportunities can present themselves to you. A significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination and releasing old belief habits. Yes. Letting go of the old, right? Releasing all the pain and trauma from the past or the people from the past, just letting it all go. You're growing. You're learning. You're changing. You're not the same person you were a year ago, right? You've grown. You've gone through some experiences, you know, that are hard. Why is transformation there for July for my Taurians? My daughter's a Taurus. So if you're watching, I love you, my unity. All right, and we've got Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, another page. So pages are like younger, right? And it's a Pentacle, so Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I mean, like I said, they're young, but they're like ambitious and focused, and they're trying to grow and they're trying to learn, right? But they're still really young. But this kiddo here looks very rebellious. Like he's yeah, he's playing games and throwing the plates like frisbees. Very immature person. So I do kind of feel like you may need to extract yourself from an immature person. This person could be younger than you, or they could just act very immature, and they may like to throw things when they get mad, and that's very immature behavior. So I don't know, I do feel like you're finally going to take this person completely out of your life, or something really big is going to happen where it's going to be very dramatic. You may have a huge argument with this person and it will blow up, and then that'll be the end of it, right? I mean, this person could be holding you back or tying you down or just trying to control you. I mean, and this doesn't have to just be a person. It can also be about, money, finances, a job, because it is the Pentacles, and the Pentacles is, all about what's on the earthly plane. I mean, this could also be a financial opportunity as well. Once all of this is cleared, you could get a new job or a promotion, but you may have to go through some steps first before you get there. But it's like you're building, you're creating, you're rebuilding yourself, you're rebuilding your life. You're taking on the world by storm. All right, Spirit. We're just going to pull a couple more cards and then we'll close the reading. Thank you. Blessed bounty. Harvest grown. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time reading today. Harvest grow in soil of gratitude. Okay, so harvests, it has an S, so that's weird. Harvest grow in soil of gratitude. Yeah, so just having an attitude of gratitude, guys. They could have just said that. Oh my God. And then you got break rules. Old maps don't charge. Old maps don't chart new islands. That's true. Break the rules, break the chains, do something different. Be unique. Don't do what everybody else does, right? Be true to you and who you are. All right, I'll take one of these. Whoa, okay. We got fast changes. All right. Things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. Take bold steps forward. Yeah, so things are going to start moving really quickly in the month of July. You may feel like things are just happening one right after another, and you may not be able to catch your breath with everything that's going on, but you'll be okay, right? Maybe things need to speed up, for now. Your numerology, and then we'll close the reading. All right. Wow, so you guys got 999, release. See, there's definitely something you guys need to let go of, or you wouldn't have got the transformation card at the end here. So release, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles, what goes around comes around. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? Wow. That's perfect sentence at the end. How can you make room for something new to to emerge. Remember, I was just talking about the junk in the middle of the road and how that needs to be removed in order for you to continue down your path or to get to the other side, right? All right, my loves. That is the end of your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, please hit that like button. And if you want to leave a comment or share, I would love to respond. And if you're not a subscriber, you can be a subscriber. And then you can hit that button and that bell, and it'll let you know when my next reading comes out for you. All right. Thank you so very much. Love and light.